Stars of the midnight ranges, shining through the night. Stars of the midnight ranges, light my way tonight. While my herd is grazing, guide them till the dawn. Watch them while I'm sleeping, till the stars are gone.
Let's go, sausage. Good girl.
Candles up in heaven, lend your light so strange. Guide my weary dogie. Stars of the midnight rain.
Hello and welcome to the very first bird video of my spring. Those are going to be uneven. Oh, baby girl. Kitty. Look at that sunset. Pow! I feel weird being out my front door with all these people driving by. But I want to get the sunset. It's been a couple weeks. I'm trying to put together another video, but it's definitely hard for me between everything else I'm doing. But I've got a few clips I can put together, and we'll see what we do with them. Right now, Will and I are on our way to run a few errands super fast on places that are close by. Yes, we still have a problem where we have to do everything together, but Mom should be fine for the next half hour or so while we're gone. She's upstairs watching a show that she's into. So here comes Will. I'm going to pull out, and next stop I'll talk to you a little more. Alright, first stop, we're at what we would call the Mexican grocery store. And I'm making Will do all these run-ins so I can do these video clips in between. He's just in there picking up there's this it's kind of like ramen, or yeah, it's a ramen thing that he likes, and this is the only place that has the flavor he likes. So we're definitely on a budget when it comes to food right now, and when it comes to indulging in anything, it's ramen or the occasional frozen pizza. Otherwise, I'm trying to cook everything from scratch, and it's really, you know, right now we're doing super basic meals that just involve like potatoes, cheese, eggs, flour, butter, milk, you know, your basic ingredients, along with like a lot of veggies. And I mean, I've been coming up with some pretty good things. I mean, I got this fried potato taco thing that I'll have to show you guys next time I make it, which is pretty dang good. I mean, it's just homemade tortillas and then mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes, and then some cheese, and then I stuff the tortillas and then fry them up a little bit in the pan, and they're just, I don't know, they're yummy for something that's so cheap. But anyway, getting on, I kind of want the topic of this video to be just essentially what we're going to go through is my short-term, mid-term, and long-term plans for what I'm going to do with this channel. I keep trying to overthink this channel way too much about what I want to do with it. You know, what I've noticed over the past few months is I have just way too many ideas to the point where I can't settle on one of them to really like hone in on it and really get it up and going and get something like a business going or something like that. I mean, it translates to a lot of different creative projects, all the way back to the AI music. When I was trying to do like every single music there is, I'm going to have the same problem with this channel, where I'm just going to want to do whatever I want. You know, it'll just be all over the place depending on what I'm into on any particular day. So I've kind of come to the conclusion that I'm not going to care so much about what kind of money I make on this channel. This channel is, even in the very beginning, I really wasn't intending on making money on this channel. So I think it's just going to be kind of like a home base for me to A, meet people like you guys, and B, just have a place to express myself without having any kind of rigid structure in terms of having to appeal to the algorithm, or, you know, just, I don't want to be like I don't want to be a brand. I guess that's probably the best. I don't want to make myself a brand. I just want a place that I can show my progression, as you know, because I'm trying to improve myself in multiple different arenas of my life right now, going from exercising. I'm starting to do yoga in the mornings because I am super out of shape. I mean, oh, he's back already. We'll continue. I'll let him get in the car first. No. Yeah, see, there he is. Okay, we're at the second stop, which is the post office. We'll get into why I'm at the post office later. I'm sure you already know I did talk about selling on eBay. That's why I'm at the post office. So I guess I'm not doing that later. But I'm going to talk more about what I'm doing with eBay later. Getting back to the exercise. When I get up in the morning before everybody else is up, I'll start my morning with a couple people that I watch tarot videos for, which I'll also get into that more later. I still watch tarot videos, but there's only like 2 or 3 channels that I'll watch every day, and it's more for a mood uplift than anything else. I mean, I don't really need tarot videos anymore. It's more of a habit at this point, but I would like to talk more about my journey with the tarot videos, but we'll do that separately. And then after the tarot videos, I do some yoga, and there's a variety of different kinds, whatever happens to pop up on my feed, because now YouTube's so used to me doing them in the morning that whatever pops up first, I'll just pick that one and do that one. And they're generally anywhere between 15 minutes to a half hour long. And my favorite one, and I'm probably it's a Chinese, I think it's spelled Qi and then Gong. So I want to say Qiyong or Qiyong, something like that, or maybe it's she, I don't know. But anyway, those are the ones I like the most, and it's like super low impact, but when you're done with it, it raises your heart rate, and it just works your muscles just that right way to where it's not not making me not want to do it. I actually want to do it every morning. It starts my day off nice. I've been doing it, I don't know, if I had to guess, about a month, and every so often, if I've done one that's especially hard, there's like some that make you like crouch for like 15 minutes. Those ones, the next day I'll take it off. I'll just, I'll take a break from the yoga today. And then beyond that, I've been trying to get out more on walks. It's slowly starting to get warm enough. My mom is super reluctant to go out and walk unless it's like, probably up in the 60s or so. But if it's anything below that, she wants to stay home. So, I try to take advantage of the good days and get out and walk with mom and the dogs. Oh, there comes a siren. Exciting. Oh, they didn't turn. I was kind of hoping they would turn. All right. So anyway, yeah. So getting back to the original point of this video is the short term of this channel. I honestly, I'm still trying to work it out, but basically we're just going to go with, I'm just going to film when I have the urge to film, and I'm going to talk to the camera when I have the urge to talk to the camera, but it's not going to be something probably that I do every single day or every other day like I was last spring. I'm getting the slobber. All right, swallowed. So, because I just have so much to do every day. I mean, even after the yoga, I'm on to cleaning the kitchen, and once the kitchen is done to my satisfaction, then I'm on to listing on eBay. And then after I've gotten eBay done, I'll do that up until it's time to either make lunch for my mom or the Meals on Wheels arrives for my mom. I still get the Meals on Wheels because A, I'm broke, and B, because it just kind of frees me up, 3 days a week where I don't have to worry about taking the time out to cook. I can concentrate more on cleaning or getting the eBay done. And in between doing and then after the eBay, I generally kind of like chill out for a little bit until maybe like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and then it's all about trying to find more things to drag out of closets, or next I'm going to go in the garage. But I've been working on my mother's closets right now. I'm working on all of her clothes. I'm going through everything and throwing away things that are stained or gross or frayed so much that they're never going to get worn anymore. And I'm trying to divide everything by summer and winter, and I'm trying to pull out anything that's like just way too dressy or fancy, stuff that she's never going to wear again. And I'm going through and just organizing everything, because now we're at the point where I have to get her, I don't have to dress her, but I have to get her clothes ready for her in the morning, because she's just completely clueless on how to organize her wardrobe now. All right, we're done with stop 2. I really do need to get one of those things that holds your phone. All right, we're at stop number 3. We're at the Aldi near our house. Got to pick up some basic supplies. He's got to get pepperoni, mozzarella, some water flavoring for my mom. Since we don't buy her the bottles anymore, we just get those little squeezy water flavoring things, and they're super cheap here. And was there anything else on the list? I can't think of anything. I don't know. So yeah, back to what I was talking about, which I don't know. So I wish I would have looked at it before I started this video, but I only have limited time. So we have one more stop before we get home, which is just the 7-Eleven that's right down the street, for him to get his pop, because he is a Mountain Dew addict, and I've been trying to get him off of it for years, but what are you going to do? There's only so much I can do to get him to stop drinking sugar water as his primary beverage source. So anyway, yeah, I think we're probably just going to get to short-term goals right now with my channel, but we can do another video about midterm goals. But getting back to short-term goals, like I said, I have no intention to monetize this channel. Or, I mean, it is monetized, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep the commercials. I'm just going to set it up to where there's no commercials in the middle of the video. There's only going to be commercials in the beginning and then at the end, which, you know, just like, what's the point? You know, I don't want to. I think since I've started making videos again here, I've made like $7 or $8 or something like that. And, you know, if I do by chance get one video that's super viral, like it goes beyond a couple thousand people, I mean, that's super viral for this channel, and then maybe I'll put it on a couple commercials on in the middle of the video, but I'm going to go in and manually put them in. I do not trust YouTube to put video or commercials in my videos. After learning just how relentless they are with them on my music channel, I get so many complaints about the ads there that I had to start going in and manually adding the ads in, so then they're not in, you know, if people are trying to listen to music, they don't want to have to stop and have to skip over an ad every, like, literally like every minute almost, is how relentless they can be when we let them do it automatically. So yeah, so in the short term, what I'm going to do is occasionally I'll do these little update videos and let you know where I'm at, and as things progress and I start getting more done in the house, I might start making more creative videos. Right now I'm not really trying to be all that creative with them. I apologize, but I still have just way too much pressure on me to put the time into putting together creative videos. In terms of creative projects, I haven't even really been doing anything creative for myself for the past couple of weeks. I haven't really done much in terms of eBay. I've just reignited that in the last few days. How is he done with this stuff so quick? All right, next stop. All right, last stop, 7-Eleven for the Mountain Dew. So that'll be a quick one probably. So what I'm going to do is I will let you in on what I'm going to do tomorrow, and then I will continue. And maybe I can put together, I do have a bunch of clips of things I've filmed in the last, I don't know, week or two, and I'm just going to see what I can do. I've already mentioned that earlier, now I'm recalling that. So, the plan for tomorrow is same plan I do every morning: tarot videos, yoga, clean the kitchen, and then get like 4 or 5 listings on eBay that I would consider like small things. And then I'm starting a new, I don't know what the word I'm trying to find is, but I'm starting something new. I started it yesterday, where I'm going to pick one big thing in the house and clean it up and list it on Facebook. The first big thing I listed the other day was my dad's surround system, and it's been sitting in our living room since we moved into that house, and we always intended to hook it up and actually use it, and we never did, because that's what I do. I intend to do things and I never do them. So that's a big part of what I'm going to be changing about my life. But that aside, I listed that on there, and tomorrow I plan to list my pantry. I have to go through it tomorrow, and I'm going to clean it out. There's tons of stuff in here that has been sitting in here for months that is definitely probably expired. Throw all that stuff out, and then whatever's left over that is still viable and I can use into this cabinet. And this cabinet I originally bought for my mom because it had, here, let me get her pills out of my shot. it was somewhere where she could keep all of her supplies for going on dog walks and going into the yard and doing stuff, and the bird seed and dog treats. And now it's just kind of become a place that it's just got old Tupperware that nobody uses. The dog leashes are still there, but she doesn't use them. We do. And I'll probably just put some somewhere else. And then, you know, just a bunch of random garbage in here. So I'm going to clean this thing out and, like I said, transfer everything from my pantry into this cabinet. Then I'm going to list this bad boy on Facebook. I'm trying to remember what I paid for it when I originally got it. And I want to say it was somewhere around between $250 and $300, and that was before it was put together. And it's still in mostly good shape, other than a couple little nicks in the wood. So I'm going to try and get at least $200 for it. We'll see how it goes. I'm letting Will handle all of the haggling. But for tonight, I think I'm going to end this video. Let me look at my notes. Let's make sure we don't have any more short-term plans that I was planning on talking about. And then we'll get into midterm next video. Let's see. Short-term, I want to clean this house inside and out. I want to get everything tip-top, while at the same time selling, donating, and trashing just about every belonging that I own and that Will owns and that my mom owns. I'm going to only keep things that literally make me cry to think about getting rid of them. Otherwise, it's gone. And that includes pretty much all of my furniture. And yeah. Well, yeah, we'll get there. We'll talk about it. And I need to stabilize. We're trying to stabilize the income. And a lot of that's going to come through eBay. And once I start running out of things to sell on eBay, hopefully I have made up the loss with other things, mainly probably the music channel. It's now that I've caught on to what I need to do in order to make it grow. It's growing, so I will continue to grow it. Despite any anti-AI sentiment there might be out there, I just don't care anymore. What I care about is my personal survival, so fuck off. Anyway, until next time, should be another one shortly since I do have 2 more things to talk about. I will see you soon.